Hey guys, welcome back to Madden 20. We're going to be doing another tutorial video today, so I like to continue these, especially, the basic ones, because a lot of people don't really do the basic ones, and when they do, it'll be like, how to get better in 5 minutes at reading coverages or something like that, but it just doesn't happen like that. So, it takes a time to develop. I mean, obviously, you got to get the reps in to get better. So we're going to go ahead and practice on reading coverages today, and I'll show you what works best for me. Obviously, back here in practice mode, this is your best friend. When you're trying to learn something, get into your own franchise that you're playing with, and just go to practice mode, because it's basically the same too. If you even have sliders, you'll get like the same results that you would in an actual game. You can just get more reps, but let's hop right into it. So, first of all, I like to just go shotgun pass random. So you always know you're going to get a pass off so you can have a decent chance at reading the coverage. Then when you want to go to defense, we can go to concept. So as you can see here, we can pick all types of different type of looks here. But let's go ahead and start with a little cover 2 man. And we'll go ahead and try to read that. So I guess they're going 3 deep here. This would be a Hail Mary preventer, I guess, but it's easy to tell, first of all, man coverage by if the corner is just following the guy. I mean, that's an obvious one, but like right here. So you can tell when it's like cover 2 man, or it could be like cover 1 press, when the corners are pressed up on your guys. As you can see Sammy Watkins' guy. Usually that's either a blitz or that's man, but I can tell it's man because there's a safety a little bit dropped in the box farther than he normally would, and you can tell it's cover 2 man because in cover 2 man, the outside corners play on the inside of the outside receivers. So do you see Williams and Tyreek Hill? The corners are actually playing inside him because they're going to get help deep with the safeties, so the safeties are going to drop back, which should take out a streak unless you have a cannon. But yeah, it takes away the in routes to the outside guys, but man coverage for me is really easy to tell and beat. That's probably my best thing, being able to tell. So especially cover 2 man, I think this is the easiest coverage to read in the game because like I said, they'll play outside, the corners will. So if you ever see corners pressed up on your guys, see if they're like Hill and Watkins, see if the corners are pressed to the outside, which they are. Well, the inside, I guess. It would be the inside. And then just go ahead and watch the safeties. Maybe sometimes it'll be a cover 1 press, and that's when a safety will drop down into like a middle zone. But you can just quickly tell. I always look at the safeties, and you just got to feel the pass rush. That's something I've noticed. You can't look at the pass rush. I used to get into that habit way too much. You cannot stare at the pass rush when the ball's snapped. You have to be focused on what coverage you're in and just really trust your ability to be able to feel the pass rush coming. So man coverage, easy pick though, but let's go ahead and move on to a new coverage here. I think we covered that pretty good. All right, we'll do a couple of cover 1s here. So the difference between cover 1 can be quite extreme because a lot of the times in cover 1, they do have cover 1 press, but sometimes they won't press you on cover 1. So like right here, if I was to just look at this, it kind of looks like cover 3 to me. The deciding factor would be the guy lined up on Hill, because you can see across the board there is people lined up on all of our receivers. So that right there would give me a hint that it's man coverage. Sorry if I'm being too, trying to explain this too much. I'm just trying to explain it to you guys on how I do it myself, just to try to help you guys better. And so you guys, can understand it a little bit better if you're struggling with it. So in cover 1 there weren't even 2 safeties back. A safety dropped in before the ball was even snapped. So we knew there wasn't 2 safeties back there. Like here, this is an easy man coverage reader, especially if you line up in a bunch formation and you get those 3 guys right there. I mean, that's man coverage. So that's a free pretty much read right there. Easy man coverage, you get it to a speedy guy and you gone. Man coverage, like I said, it's super easy to read for me once you get it down, and especially when like they're not even putting 2 safeties deep, so you're not even having to decide right now between cover 2 or cover 1. Let's go ahead and see if we can actually find a cover 1 formation that has that. That's pretty tricky. All right, this would be a perfect one. This is where they try to get you real good on it. So this is a cover one press. Like I said though, do you see the receivers are not pressed to the inside of the wide receivers? So they're not on the inside of the wide receivers. So that right there should give you the indication that it is not cover two. Because like I said, on all cover two mans I've seen, the corners are pressed to the inside of the wideouts. So they're lined up strictly one-on-one here, just straight up like they're going to press them off the line. So this is where I would just literally look at the safeties and see what happens. So as you can see, one of them is going to drop, so I can tell it's cover one by that. And usually if I have a post that's just going to bomb out, I sometimes the safety can't get there, or just a crossing route you want to sit on. This would be a perfect one because we can wait on these corner routes to develop a little bit. So wait for Hill to cut back on his route. And that's, I mean, that's as easy as it gets to read cover one or just man coverage. All right, let's move on to blitzing because I get so many comments asking how to deal with the blitz here. And I'm actually pretty decent at the blitz. It's kind of easy to tell when somebody's blitzing because right off the bat, when somebody has that many people on the line of scrimmage, so we got 2, 4, 6 just right there up on the line, I'm feeling blitz all the way. So what I do to counter that is I'll just have a check down. You always have to have a check down. Have somebody that no matter what, you can throw to if things are getting hairy. So usually that's a running back for me. So Damian Williams here, that's a perfect route too for a blitz. So he has a little angle route as there as a running back. Hardman's route wouldn't be bad either. You just want a quick route where you can get the ball out very quickly. So they're sending quite a few people here. Damian Williams wins his route real quick, and right there, you have to decide right off the bat if it's a blitz, though. You have to read it immediately. Okay, did you see that? There's something very telling to a blitz here. So the guy that's on Hardman, he actually walked up kind of and goes to the inside of him. He walks up slower than the other guys. So he is going to blitz off the slot. I will put anything on it. So go ahead and see Hardman's guy right there. He's going to come in off a slot blitz, and that's going to leave Hill in a really good spot to just get a nice play. Oh, if it was on target. But as you can see there, it's very easy to tell when these guys are blitzing off the corner because, look, they're pressed off there. And then you'll get, so Hardman's guy, look, everybody's pressed off. Usually when like a slot guy's blitzing, like Hardman's guy, you'll see them walking up to the line like this real slow as the play's about to engage. And, I mean, you can rip it. And usually like this as well. I mean, yeah, this could be cover 4, but from what I've seen, this is usually always a blitz. So they're probably going to send 6 maybe? Oh, yeah, they're sending 6. So blitzes to me aren't hard to pick up. What's harder to pick up to me is like when they try to do cover 3, weird formations where they'll like disguise it as cover 2. That's where it starts getting hairy. I mean, this is an easy blitz read right here. Probably do 1 or more 2 blitz things here, and then we'll move on to the more advanced coverages. Yeah, because, I mean, these are easy blitz. You just got to go route. Boom. That's Tyreek. That's money. That's money. Let's try to get another good blitz one in here. I don't want no freaking goal line formations. Give me some. All right, right here. So, obviously, you have ID the mic. So, if you don't know what that is, you press L1, you press X, and the guy that is blitzing, you move the M to him, and then you press X again. So, we've seen the safety come up to the line, which to me would indicate they're sending a safety blitz. So I'm going to go ahead and mic him up. So my guys, my offensive line should be able to pick him up, and that should give me the extra time to maybe make a play to Kelsey, say, where we need to wait on his route a little bit longer than normal. So we pick that up, and it's a blitz. Kelsey makes an amazing play. And you get the gist of it here. You just got to get reps in with it to really be able to tell all the coverages here. Now, this is a wild one. This is a great one to end on, actually. I mean, because right here, I feel like they're lined up in dollar. This is quite a weird formation because it looks like, to me, it's almost like a cover 4 type of formation because you see the corners they're at the safeties. This is a blitz, though, so I think they're going to be sending those 2 guys and the middle guy. So the middle linebacker and then the 2 guys over Kelsey, probably one of those guys will blitz. So what I would do here is probably just block Kelsey and just wait for one of my routes to open up here. So yeah, the middle guy went, and actually a slot corner came up. My God. Mahomes is out of hand when he can just get the ball out that quick. But, yeah, that's how I read blitzes. Let's move on to some advanced coverages here. Let's do, like, 1 or 2 on this one, because I think cover 2 is very easy to tell. I mean, cover 2, it's just basically, you got 2 deep guys, and what the factor is going to be starting off is sometimes it can be man coverage, because if they're pressed, there is a cover 2 press that isn't man coverage, and it'll look like it is man coverage. So that's when you really have to pay attention. But right here, I can tell it's not man because there's not somebody on Watkins or Hill. So right here, I'm seeing it's an easy cover 2 formation. And if I had a post route open, I'd just bomb it. But right now, I mean, yeah, we just would have to take what's underneath. Or maybe if we could split the seams, you always got a chance there for that. But yeah, cover 2 is probably one of the easiest defenses to read in the game. Like right here, this is where it could get dicey, because right here it kind of looks a bit like man to me. Because you see Watkins, Hardman, and Hill all have guys on him. Williams, the middle linebackers over him. And Kelsey, there's somebody right on him. But the deciding factor is they're not pressed up on the wide receivers. And you can tell right off the bat, right when the ball is snapped, what the safeties do. There's zones, so we'll just have to wait for it, try to fit it in there. Broken up. But yeah, that's a pretty easy formation to see, so I don't really think we need to go over that one too much. Let's move on to some more advanced ones. Okay, so we've went over a lot of them so far. I mean, we do have zone blitzes, which we can get into, which aren't much different than a normal blitz, but I mean, obviously, you'll just have a couple zones around instead of just straight up man across the board. But let's go ahead and get into cover 3, and then we'll do a couple of zone blitzes. Sorry if I'm going into too much explanation for this. I just want you guys to get as much information here as you can. So we're obviously in a cover 3 here, and it's kind of wild because they're disguising it really well, because it looks like straight up man. And it's not, it's zone. I mean, that's probably the best coverage you could do, because that looks like man coverage right there. So you have to be on your A game when you see the safeties drop. So where my eyes are when the ball is going is literally the middle of the field, the safety, and kind of the middle linebackers right in between there. So you see how the 2 middle linebackers and the free safety make a triangle? My eyes are just like right in the middle of there. I'm using my peripheral vision to see everything. So this would be an easy cover 3 seer for me, because in cover 3 usually what you'll do is you'll have 1 middle safety play deep, and then you'll have 2 cornerbacks play off the receivers quite far. And it's really to prevent big plays, but then you'll have the guy on Hardman and Kelsey drop into seam flats or curl flats, or maybe even it could be a cover 3 match. But usually you can find an opening in the middle, since there is only 2 zones there. Oh, we almost fit it in there, but yeah, cover 3 is not real tough to read unless they're trying to disguise it. Like here, they are trying to disguise it as like a cover 4 formation. Well, they're lined up in the dollar actually. So yeah, these are where it gets tough. This is where you actually have to really focus on the middle free safety. One guy drops deep, another one does as well. Nearly picked off. Probably a bad decision on my part, but as you can see, you just need to rep these out, get reps in practice mode, try to get coverages down. And also a quick tip, when it's cover 3, you can hit these out routes if they're not dropping into a seam flat really easy, and if they are, then just go underneath. So yeah, like right there, that's money almost every time on a cover 3 if the guy doesn't drop back. Alright, we're just gonna do random zone blitzes here, just random ones. So that guy walks up to the line there. That kind of gives me the indication that he's blitzing. So we're going to go ahead and mic him up. So if he was to be blitzing, they're still lined up in the dollar. They're giving us some weird looks here. So what I'm seeing right now is they're playing very far off. So I really don't have a clue right now what it could possibly be. I mean, it looks like cover 4 to me, to be honest. But this is where I look at the safeties. One drops back. It is cover 3. Yeah, see, you can tell what formation it's in. It's just tough to get a play that's going to beat cover 3 consistently, especially if you don't know it's cover 3 heading into it. This is an easy cover 3 read. So if they're going to send a zone blitz, it's probably going to come from the middle, so you just have to be ready for that. Like, Tyreek's route's a perfect route if you need to get the ball out in a hurry. So you just scramble around maybe, hit Tyreek, let him make something happen, and boom. Let's go ahead and do a couple more of these. Alright, see, this is where I'm thinking pressure's coming right at me because they're lined up pretty close on the outside receivers, pressed up against them. This is where I'd likely block Kelsey and maybe even take a shot. Or, yeah, just have to check it down. As long as you're seeing who's coming in, that's the most important part. You need to kind of feel the pressure, but not really stare at the pressure, I guess, if that makes sense. Because if you're staring at the pressure, then you're not really able to see what the coverage is. Because if you're looking at the middle of the field, you can tell what the coverage is. This is just a wild one, because as you can see, they're lined off Watkins. Tyreek's guy is pushing him on the inside. Hardman's pressed. I mean, this is a tough one to just see, but we'll see if we can get it. Again, it looks cover 3 to me. Yeah, see? You just got to keep your eyes on the safety, and everything else will fall in line. Quick one here. We'll finish. They are going to send a quick blitz here, so let's go ahead and do what we went over. Mic the blitzer up. Looks like it's going to be a cover 3 zone blitz. So if it is going to be a cover 3 zone blitz, we probably want to block Kelsey, and then Damian Williams or even Watkins could be open here. Playmaker a little bit. Go ahead and hit a little Sammy. There we go. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. You just got to know who's blitzing and keep your eyes deep on the safeties, and that should tell all. And also, don't forget to take a look at your corners to see if it's man coverage. Those tips, I use those all the time, and they work out for me discovering what the coverage is. Let me know if you guys thought this video was helpful. Again, I do apologize if I did go into too much detail. I just wanted to explain it as good as I could to you guys and try to help you guys out. If you guys did enjoy it, though, make sure to let me know down in the comments section below, and let me know if you want to see more videos like this. And make sure you hit that sub button. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.